No more whoppers. Welcome to the show, everybody. Thanks very much for listening. My name is Ray Barnhold, Black Walnut Bundle, and joining me on a rare phone call from just a few thousand miles away, as opposed to several thousand miles away, newly appointed PASA advisor to Mayor Mamdani, Alex Fraioli.
Moshi, it's me. I'm calling from the East Coast, where he is.
Yes.
This is very exciting. We haven't done one of these in a while.
You're live via satellite from Pittsburgh.
Well, via internet, I guess.
It's a kind of satellite.
The delay's not as bad as when I'm in Japan.
That's right. Absolutely sure. Yes.
Oh so, man, I had some underwhelming ramen today. We'll talk about it.
Oh right. But I thought Pittsburgh was known for its ramen.
Celebrated ramen chefs, all of us. How was your Thanksgiving?
Our Thanksgiving was pretty good, except for the fact that I was sick.
Oh.
So a couple days prior to that, my son got a fever. Oh. And then he got over that. And then the typical thing of where just the parents then get sick. So he was fine. I had a fever and was pushing that down for like 2 days straight. And
jeez.
So, we did have our Friendsgiving, but it was ruined because of my condition.
Okay. But how do you feel now?
Feeling much better. I do still have a cough going on, so I might have weird moments of having to cough on the show here.
Yeah, it might be a noisy one. Ray's got coughing fits. You might be able to hear my brother downstairs pounding nails into the wall to fix a door. Also, my mom, I don't know if this is an age thing or if this is just how boomers do iPhone, but she talks into her phone Pop-Tart style with it on speakerphone. So like I'm trying to watch Severance on her Apple TV, and 3 rooms away I hear her entire conversation with my aunt crystal clear because she's yelling into her phone and my aunt is yelling back and it's radiating through the whole house. It makes it hard to consume any kind of media.
Yeah, that seems to happen a lot with that age group, but my mom does not do that. She does far more irritating things, such as clicking like or love on one of my text messages from days ago, and so I get the notification like that she liked these posts that she forgot to, I guess, and it's been like days later, and I'm like, what? Why is my mom? Oh my god, just leave it alone.
I'm guilty of that because there is like. In text etiquette, there is a span of time after you receive a text where it would be weird to reply to keep the conversation going, but I want the person to know that I did see their thing. So I'll reply with like a thumbs up reaction sometimes if it's like a few days or weeks later.
Okay.
I'm also weird.
You have no excuse.
To moms, though. I have some excuses. Big ups to moms, though. I do want to say my mom is walking around with her new hip. I'm very relieved she's doing fine. She's doing much better.
Oh, that's good.
My last trip here was not entirely pleasant. This is much better. Look, I don't want to jinx it. So far, she has only devolved into Fox News talking points once.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like a record because typically it's once a day. This trip is only once entirely, and we're sitting pretty. I think we're gonna get out of this unscathed.
Okay, good. Let me ask you though. Yeah. Do you think that change is because your dad's not around?
It's possible. I will say it was a funny one though. Speaking of Mamdani, it was related to him.
Yes,
because it was, and I still think this is funny. Like, it's unrealistic no matter how you look at it. So the area where we live has been just growing and growing and growing for years, and they keep putting new houses in year after year after year. And we drove through a new neighborhood, and I said, wow, there's new houses even here too. And she sighs and she goes, everyone's fleeing New York. That's why there's so many new houses. No, that's not mine. I don't think so.
Yeah. God, that whole thing has been so hilarious. Like, especially the really racist one where it was just like, blaming him for 9/11 and stuff, or thinking that he's going to start 9/11 or something. It's like, what do you think he's going to do? Just call it in? Like, what fucking planet are you from?
Execute Order 66?
Yeah, you think he's going to be like Revolver Ocelot? Going to be like, activate it.
Revolver Mamdani, yeah. All right. Great.
God, that shit was insane. Extra insane.
Yeah. I will say, yeah, it was nice. We made it through a whole Thanksgiving with no weird political. I mean, my family's never been typically the bitch about politics at Thanksgiving type anyway.
Right. Well, you're not from the South either. Like,
that's true.
You're not already walking into a firestorm, you know?
Yeah. We did have a nice Thanksgiving. We spent it at my aunt's house. We had a great time, a lot of great food. Food, folks, and fun, I like to call it.
All right. Yes.
Yeah, some good, the turkey, the ham, all the fixings. It was real. I'll talk about it more on Sassafras, because there's something about that I do want to get into that I don't think I will on the main show. But look forward to
what do you have? A diatribe on yams or something?
No, yeah, fuck the yam. The noble yam, my ass.
All right.
Like I said, I took...
Oh, well, yeah, we had a good time. My mom, who moved back to Washington, went with my sister down to Portland, where my nieces live. So they had their Thanksgiving. Mom and sis took the train down there, so that was really good for them, I guess. That's a fun thing. I would have done that.
Cool.
Yes, indeed. I'm sorry. You were saying?
Sorry, my Luigi. I have a Luigi charm on my phone, and it keeps rubbing up against the phone, and I think making noises.
You doing the plumber and not the Mangione?
I'll leave it up to the listeners' imagination.
I'm just from Mamdani to Luigi.
Yes, I also got to move my Mangione charm out of the way. Chuck Mangione, that is. All right.
Rest in peace.
We're having fun. That's right. We lost Chuck. I did take advantage of. I think it was a Dale Bastion or a Pimento, some Australian on the Discord who posted the Black Friday deal for the half off Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster collection on the Switch. I snatched that up. That just arrived today.
I see you double dipped.
I did.
Actually, if you think about it, there's 6 games. Technically, you 12 dipped.
Well, no. I mean, they're still listed individually, you mook.
Okay, well.
Although, I will say this. I did triple dip on FF6 because I already own it on Switch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fun. Well,
so,
yeah.
Look, I don't care. It's great. I'll own 3 copies of it. Who cares?
What's one more for the pile?
Yeah. So I did run through... what just came out last week on the Switch? Detective Instinct came out on the Switch.
We were talking about that last episode.
And
one of those episodes.
Oh, it's great, and I enjoyed every second of it, but oh boy, was it short. It's,
How short?
It's one, oh man, somebody asked me on Blue Sky, how would you compare it to Ace Attorney? And I'm like, it's the size... It's 150% the length of one Ace Attorney case.
Really? Okay.
It's like 1.5 times one case, which is I don't know. I wish it was. It felt like when I finished in high school when I bought Albert Odyssey on the Sega Saturn, and I beat the last boss, and I was like, all right, okay, I got to know these characters. We sure finished this quest. I wonder what's next for these. Oh, roll credits. Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Jesus, that was short. Yeah. I really
those were the days. We need more shorter RPGs. That's for sure.
Kinda. Not that short though. God, it almost felt like a UFO 50 title. But slightly better looking. It's great though. I still recommend it. I think it's on sale until December 10th. I think it's 15% off, and the full price is $20 anyway. I think it's worth it to support that kind of thing, and I really hope they add more cases as DLC or something.
Maybe.
I mean, boy.
Do you know if you missed anything? Like, was there routes to go down or something?
I don't know. I don't. It didn't feel like that kind of game. Like it is. It is very Ace Attorney. It does have that adventure feel to it where you need to examine. Yeah, you need to examine certain things. It's pretty linear. There's not a whole lot to do. There's no branching paths really.
All right.
But I still recommend it.
Okay, glad it worked out.
Yeah.
For the most part. Yeah.
Yeah. What have you been playing?
Not a whole lot. I've been watching my son play Pac-Man World and stuff, but I've mostly been playing Atari 2600.
What?
I got the new Pac-Man edition Atari 2600 Plus.
Okay.
And that came with a new Pac-Man game. And then I decided to just be like, you know what? I'm going to age myself 10 years and become an Atari guy. So I got a couple of Atari carts.
All right.
Not Atari carts for Jaguar. Atari cartridges.
Oh.
And yeah, because they make some new games. They have a newish game a couple of years ago that I thought was fun, and it is. And then I got Ms. Pac-Man off eBay. And
okay.
And then they also reissued some of the Namco ports for 7800. It also plays 7800 games. And so I asked for one of those for Christmas. Let's see if I get it. But yeah. So,
I have a feeling. Look, I looked in the closet. I think Santa came through for you.
Maybe. Okay, good.
Yeah.
And then what else?
Now, wait,
yeah. Tiger Heli.
The thing that
There's a new port of Tiger Heli.
The Tiger helicopter.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Is that the thing I saw pictures of where it looks like it's you bolted it to a table of the same color? Okay.
Yep. I didn't bolt it. I just happened to have an IKEA table of the same color.
All right.
And so, yes, the bright yellow Atari makes a great piece to have on that table.
Sure. Man, I want more dumb. No offense to you. I want more dumb shit like that.
Okay.
But obviously, like, space is limited in Japan, and every time I visit America and I see just how much space my mom has, and I went to Smooth's house, and how much space Smoo has just to put shit in places, I get very jealous. Because we have you've been to our apartment. It's above average size for a Japanese apartment. It's still, I still can't justify, buying shit just to display. I'd really like to, though.
No, I get it.
I'd really like to, at some point I want to put up more shelves and just have space to put up more things. Because, man, I do miss it.
Right. Well, nothing's stopping you from getting shelves.
Yeah, I guess. I think subconsciously I was trying not to buy any more stuff because I thought we would be moving soon because the building's getting redone, but that is not happening for another few years. So maybe I'll just say fuck it and it's shelf time.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what they said on Power Rangers, right? When they transform.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, if you do want some dumb Atari shit, you can just get the Atari 50 game and it has all the DLC with all that.
No, Atari has never registered for me as anything. It's always been a 0.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, me too. So it's like, it's not like I think all of those games are good because I have nostalgia for them. I don't, of course, but there are a few, especially like the arcade ports, that are pretty competent and fun. And, I like weird ports like that. And so for me, there's an element of, curiosity there. And like I said, I got the brand new game they came out with, which is like a real platformer for the 2600.
Oh.
And that's fine. And a lot of the other, like they made 2600 games until 1990.
Wow.
And
AD?
What?
AD?
Oh, yeah. And several of those really late games are like good and competent.
Okay. Sure.
Certainly not the ones on the earlier side of the spectrum, I don't think. Yeah. So maybe I think what I'm going to do is only collect Atari games made in the 2020s.
Okay. You're going to be modern Atari guy.
Yeah, that's what they're doing now is, like I said, the Tiger Heli is like a new port for the 7800. They're going to do more ports of those Toa Plan shoot 'em ups. And so they are also like reissuing, they're like officially releasing homebrews from like years ago because all those Atari nerds were making their own games for years and years. And then they bought the site that was printing those, and now they're just going to officially print them more often, I guess.
Okay.
So there's like brand new Atari games that are like legitimate now and good. So you can get those.
I believe you. I choose to believe you.
That's fine. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, a friend of mine had an Atari growing up, and we'd mess around with it every now and then. But, this was after I'd already played NES, so I was like, what am I doing messing with this for?
Yeah, exactly.
And I have to be frank, I am not interested enough in video game history to even own Atari stuff. It's just not a thing I'm really that interested in.
No, but the funny thing, I was for a period. So like when I was 15 and 16, I thought I was really into video game history to the point where...
Well, Ray, I think we all did. I think we all wanted to wear that mantle for a while. Yeah.
I was buying older consoles from the 80s.
Yeah.
So I happened upon a 2600 at Goodwill. And then I decided to buy a ColecoVision and Intellivision from eBay and just have like those, but not really play them that much. Just, they're there for the interest of it. And then eventually I was just like, I don't need this.
Yeah.
So I got rid of all that. But now I'm just back with a more simpler sort of Atari thing, a small little compact system. It doesn't matter. So that's all.
Yeah, it's a simpler time.
It's... I don't think so.
Oh. Yeah, maybe not. It's a more complicated time.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though. I have been looking for more ways to relax. And I think one of the things I could do to relax is just be in this house and doing nothing. Because this is pretty great. I'm sitting in a really plush chair right now. And I've got my feet up on there's like a little alcove under a skylight. And I'm just looking at pine trees outside that are covered in snow, and it's pretty chill, and it's really nice.
Yeah.
And then next week we go back to Japan. I think ultimately, I do want to get back. I am more comfortable living in Japan, but boy, it is nice for a couple of weeks to just be in a too big room, in a too big town, doing nothing.
And look at some real trees.
Yeah, it is nice to see real trees. Yeah, everything outside smells nice too. Yeah. Smells like nature. Smells like pine trees and snow.
I feel the same way going back to the Northwest. It's just like, oh, wow, a forest. I remember those.
Oh, was that a duck?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I mean,
I have a snail?
I have a decent view here where I can look at the valley, the hills in the valley, those have a certain beauty to them, but it's not like lush.
Oh yeah, we have a great view from our apartment. We got a great view of the skyline of Nagoya Station, Midland Square, Lucent Tower, Spiral Tower. We got all that. The Love Hotels in our immediate vicinity.
Yeah, all rusty and decaying.
Yes, yeah. Well, just the one, but yeah. But it's would need a change every now and then.
No, and yeah, you do, and I'm saying that it's good to have the privilege to visit that every year or a couple years or whatever.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the downside is it is prohibitively expensive. Like I said earlier, the only way we could afford this is because my mom just decided to give all the kids a little bit of money after she sold the house, and that's why we're here.
Oh, yeah.
And because my wife is between jobs, that's really the only reason.
Oh.
Because, she can't get time off work ordinarily, so.
Right.
The last time she was here was also when she was between jobs 6 years ago. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, for our wedding.
Jeez. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, you are here for a third reason.
Thanksgiving?
No.
Wait, I know it. Hang on. Oh, to mail you things.
That's right. To give me my games.
They're on the way.
That I demanded from you.
They are in a shoddy box, and I do hope the box does not explode.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. There's a little bit of packing material in there, but otherwise, no.
All right.
But you know what? Look, cartridges are tough. They can take it.
Yep, just like Mom's. Now...
Yes!
Did you get a tracking number?
Oh, yeah, I can give that to you if you want it. Your Highness.
Love it. I can track it on my telephone.
Great. Let's do that.
Great, love you.
Now? Oh, okay.
No, when you...
yeah, I'll
pretty soon.
Send it to you later.
You're also supposed to send me the bill.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll worry about that later.
Okay.
because that's all, I don't have that information. I guess I do. I can access the Google Sheet on my phone. It's just a pain in the ass. Fun inside baseball for the listeners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get to tell the listeners about things they don't have.
Yeah.
Like some of Alex's old filthy games.
Tiger Heli. Yeah.
They're not filthy from him.
Partially.
Just from existing in Japanese culture for decades.
Yes.
And also, I'm not saying the Japanese are filthy either, but, things happen.
Yeah.
We don't know where they came.
Time comes for us all. We all decay.
Exactly.
Including Adventure Island, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mine's holding up.
Good. Great.
Thanks for asking. Okay, well, good. Right. I'm glad you didn't forget, because I was like, before you actually told me like you were sending it or what my address was or whatever, I was going to come on to this recording and be like, okay, Alex, did you send me my games? And I didn't know if there was going to be like a moment where you went,
There was a brief hiccup at the post office because I went back to find your address. I went to our Discord DMs.
Oh, sure.
And I just searched our conversations for San Diego because I knew that one of those would be your address.
There's that cough.
And that's when I texted you, hey, are you still living at blah, blah, blah? I was standing in the post office when I sent that just to make sure I was sending to the right address. But I've asked your address apparently twice in the past. So when I searched our DMs, the address came up twice.
Yes.
And I wrote down the first one, which was slightly different from the second one. And I wrote it on the package and I handed it to the woman and she puts it in the computer and she's like, this zip code's coming back different. I'm like, what do you mean? Well, it's supposed to end with a 1, but you have it here ending with a 2. And I look at my phone and I see the next result was the same address, but with a slightly different zip code. I'm like, yeah, it's the 1. So yeah, apparently you mistyped the zip code at one point. It's fine. It'll get there.
Yep. That happens.
We'll survive.
All right, good.
Yeah, and then you can play Nintendo 64 games.
I mean, if it's one number difference at the end, like how far away could it be?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, stupid.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, I can't wait to have the rest of the Donkey Kong Country trilogy.
Oh, you're going to love them. Those apes, man. Holy shit. Let me tell you about our flights in here. Let me tell you about all the films I watched on the flight in.
Yes, of course. Regale us, please.
So, and that's it.
All right. Well, I've been regaled.
I did not watch a single thing on the way in.
All right. Did you read the book I gave you?
Yes, thank you. You very generously gifted me Stanley Tucci's A Year of Food. I forget what it's called.
What I Ate in a Year.
What I Ate in a Year. Jeez, I'm like Jimmy Pardo trying to promote the guest's book.
Yeah, right.
What I Ate in a Year. Hi, what?
But let's not forget, I also made sure to include a note on Amazon.
Yeah.
Where I said, I have more fun reading this when I just pretend it's you and replace every restaurant he mentions with Komeda. And I did, for a brief moment, consider buying the book physically and then just doing whiteout on every instance of a restaurant name and just writing Komeda as like a really extra gag. But it was too late. It would have been too late.
Oh God, that would have been beautiful.
Yeah.
No, it's good. I think I'm about halfway through it. I would leaf through it digitally. You know, anytime I had some time on the plane or during a layover, which was a lot of time. And boy, it is. I like reading it because it's the Tooch and he knows food and he knows Italy. But oh man, it is the epitome of the low effort celebrity book.
Yeah.
So it's told in like journal form. There's a journal for every day that something happens throughout the whole year, which is not every day. Like, you know, I think it starts on January something, and then maybe the next entry will be like, 3 days later.
Right.
And like a lot of the entries, are just woke up, had a leftover bagel, took the kids to school. Then I read a script for a new movie. Then I bought some ingredients at the local market to make pasta that evening. That's what most of the entries are.
Yeah.
And it is kind of nice to just, it's a lot of fluff, but it is kind of relaxing to just read that. Especially when you imagine, one of the world's most handsome men buying ingredients to make pasta and then making you specifically that pasta that evening. It's I found it very comforting.
Yeah. And you get to see what rich people do.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did like early on, there's a bit in the book where it's like, so I know the point of the book is like, it's Stanley Tucci. He's talking about food and family. Again, food, folks, and fun. That's his whole deal too.
Why didn't he call the book that?
I know. But the best parts of the books are when he just derails and rants about something that has nothing to do with food.
Oh, that's true.
Like, I think there's a whole page about when people recognize him, but they don't know what from, and he has to go through this whole song and dance of like, yeah, yes. They're like, I know you from TV. No, I mostly do movies, but and they never know. They never know who he is, and he's got to tell them. And then they're like, no, that's not it. And he's like, no, I'm pretty sure I know what I was in.
Yeah.
That's the fun stuff. That's what I'm there for.
It reminds me of like an old Life in Hell comic, which was like Matt Groening, like drawing himself, but at like a convention.
Yes.
And the various weirdos that would come up and talk to him.
Yeah.
And one of the panels was just a lady going, wow, Matt Groening, my whole family hates your show. It's just like one of those examples of like people are just a little bit too forthcoming.
Yeah, you don't need to be. My God. What else was I reading? I checked out some ebooks. That's short for electronic books on the Libby application.
Oh yeah.
Shout out again to Sharktopus.
Yeah.
What was up?
No, finish up, and then I have something Libby related.
Oh, I checked out 2 David Foster Wallace books. One is Consider the Lobster, which is a collection of essays, and the other is a supposedly fun thing I'll never do again, which is another collection of essays. And then while I was here, I ended up going to Half Price Books with Matt and just bought the physical copy of Consider the Lobster. So I returned that on the Libby app. I know this is riveting for the folks. I do prefer to have a physical book when I have the option to do so. Raymond, over to you.
Well, Libby, of course, being an app where you can check out library books digitally.
Yes.
And other things. I am now also in on that because I finally, and I admit I'm kind of being a bad citizen from doing this so late, got a library card.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Despite having lived in San Jose for years and years at this point. But, of course, the real goal was to take my son and get him a library card.
Yay.
Because he should...
Wow, is he reading already?
Well, he likes books.
Okay.
I wouldn't say he reads exactly, but...
Your son enjoys the look and feel of paper.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
He doesn't read so much, but he does remember words and phrases and pages a lot.
Oh,
so
cool.
Like, he can memorize parts of books, but it's not... I don't think he's, like, reading it anew. He's just, like... remembering what I said and associating that with the words on the page right there. So.
I've heard that's actually becoming a problem with like the new generation of kids learning to read is they're not so much learning to read as they're just memorizing what the gist of something is. And when they go to read it again, they just summarize it without actually reading the letters on the page. Not that I think that your son is doing that.
No, he's 3.
Yeah. I think like, the age where kids are supposed to be able to read, that's what some kids are doing now, which seems kind of fucked up.
I don't know. All these things they say about kids and how bad school is now and how the teachers are. It's like, I feel like it's so... it can't be like 100% terrible apocalypse, you know?
Like, I've seen a lot, like the algorithm has tried to feed me a lot of YouTube videos that are like, kids don't know how to, college students don't know how to read, or like they have to, that can't be true. Like they have to know how to read. I know they know how to read.
Right.
The kid who runs my FF14 static is half my age. He's in his senior year of college. He reads just fine.
Okay, good for him.
I don't know what this is all about like college students no longer know how to read. Yeah, they do.
It's just fear-mongering, basically.
Yeah.
However, I did witness like the very beginning of like the ChatGPT cheating.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, certainly people are trying to dodge doing actual work by just feeding it into an LLM, but not everybody's doing that.
I was in on the ground floor of that.
Oh boy.
As you can probably, I'm sure I told some stories about it last time, or a couple years ago. I was getting out of college, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, I got library cards for me and the boy.
Nice.
With the intent of then going to the library and looking for a book. He was not interested.
Oh.
He liked the kids' play area and play with the toys there. But trying to pull him aside to try and look at any book was futile. So probably either I will take him again to try again soon or just pick out some books myself for him.
Yeah.
But of course, there's plenty of time.
Boy, I bet it's hard now to, I mean, how do you compete once you've seen like images moving on a tablet? How do you then try to sell books to a kid?
I mean, he seems to be fine with it.
Yeah.
We're not looking at tablets at bedtime. We're looking at books, and he's fine with it. And
all right, good.
He sees it plenty at school. He gets plenty of book exposure and things. So
all right. Did you show him that version of Frog and Toad Are Friends I made where I put our faces on them?
I did not.
Could you?
No.
All right.
We won't be doing that.
Sure.
I know you're proud of it and everything, but I just don't think it really.
It took almost the entire weekend.
5,000 hours in MS Paint.
Oh, should have used MS Paint. Damn it! I was using KidPix.
I was using Deluxe Paint on my Amiga.
Yes.
You can buy
my layovers.
You can buy an Amiga these days too.
No, I'm good. Our layovers were some bullshit, and I made these flight reservations. I chose this itinerary, and I would like to say I regret nothing, but I from having to do these flights in the past, I'm well aware that it's much better to have a too long layover than a too short layover.
Sure.
But I did not think that our layover in Narita was going to be so tight. It was a 75 minute. We had 75 minutes to make the connection in Narita.
Oh.
We flew from Nagoya to Tokyo to Chicago to Pittsburgh. And I figured, well, we check our bags in Nagoya. They're checked all the way through to Chicago. So, like, we don't have to worry about it in Narita. All we have to do is go from domestic arrivals to international departures.
Right.
We could do that in 75 minutes. I forgot we also had to go through immigration. And, of course, my immigration experience. Like, here's what Ruri had to do. Walk up to a gate. And have her passport scanned by a machine, and then the gate opens, and then she's done. I have to wait in line, and I've got to write out that stupid slip of paper that says I'm re-entering the country, and I got to write my name and my birth date and my passport number and my departing flight number, and then hand that and my ID and my passport to the immigration agent, and they got to squint at me and the ID and the passport and ask me when I'm coming back, and et cetera, and we ended up getting to the gate just as they started boarding. But yeah, for a while, I mean, I think we made it that early or in time, I think, because I was insisting that we run the whole time.
Just like the McAllisters running.
We just watched Home Alone 2 nights ago.
Of course you did.
The hit film. And I was reminded of the one piece of Home Alone trivia that I know, which is the scenes where Joe Pesci has to, pretend, when he's injured, he's got to say pretend swears. They had to do so many takes because he kept saying motherfucker because it's Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
That's all I know. Let's also not forget my famous Home Alone, the dream I had years ago, where if any of the listeners have forgotten, I had a Home Alone dream where I was walking by Kevin McAllister's house on, the day of the events. And I did something innocuous, like I flipped up the flag on the mailbox or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then through this created some kind of butterfly effect where the wet bandits ended up catching and killing Kevin. And the dream ended with me consoling consoling Catherine O'Hara.
Scarlett O'Hara.
Yeah. The dream ended with me consoling Kevin's mother by saying, there, it's okay. He's still alive in the universe I'm from. Which is not a thing that you want to say to a grieving parent anywhere.
No, yeah.
But yeah,
a Marvel movie.
But that's true. But I was so exhausted. Like I wasn't even watching the movie. I basically, I don't know why my mom insists on cranking the volume up to 1,000,000 because I had to put in earplugs. It was like I was at a rock show. I put in earplugs and I just got under. I don't think it's an old thing. I put in my earplugs and I got under a blanket and I tried to sleep, but I couldn't because I could hear the movie crystal clear through the earplugs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thank you for indulging that tangent. So the second layover was too long. It was 6 hours in Chicago, but
oof.
Yeah, not great. While I was there, I could have checked on Kevin. That's where he lives.
Yeah, of course. I will say generally, though, I was a little bit scared for you on this trip because...
Why is that?
Well, there was the shutdown and then all of the crazy shit happening at airports. I thought there'd be some lingering shit going on. I mean, even before the shutdown was quote-unquote ended, I thought, how long is it going to go on? Is Alex going to be okay?
I was concerned about this while the shutdown was happening. And then when the shutdown ended and I started reading like, no, things are still going to be fucked up for a little while, I started to get real worried.
Yeah.
And I wasn't worried for the international flights because those are fine. Those are not affected. It's a lot of the domestic flights. And we got to Chicago and I was preparing for the worst. And it just like everything went off without a hitch. Our gate got changed once and the flight was like 7 minutes leaving and that's it.
Okay. All right. Then.
Not a problem.
Great.
Yeah. And here we are.
Okay
started from
back.
the bottom. Now we here. Yeah, this is weird. This is fucked up. When I made the reservation months ago, so like our connecting flight is in Dallas and the flight, so we go from Pittsburgh to Dallas to Haneda to Nagoya. The Pittsburgh flight, the original flight was 6:24 a.m., which is stupid early, and I'm not looking forward to that. But as soon as I booked those tickets, I got an email saying, your flight info has changed. And I'm like, fuck you.
Oh, my God.
What do you mean? What do you mean it's changed? And the change was the departing flight time from Pittsburgh changed from 6:24 to 6:33.
Oh.
That's it.
Terrible.
That's fine. You could almost just not email me about that and I'd be totally fine.
It's a computer.
You're a computer.
Beep boop.
You see?
Oh, excuse me. I have to step away for a second. I have to change the side of my floppy disk.
And I need water. Oh, you're kidding. Well, I do need water. So why don't we take a quick break? Are we doing breaks in this one?
No.
I don't know how this is.
Just leave.
All right. I'm just going to leave, and then you're going to edit it to make it sound like nothing happened at all.
Okay.
Okay. BRB. And I'm back. Can you believe it?
Well, that was pretty quick.
Yeah, I went downstairs. I got some. I mean, to the listener, it was instantaneous.
Yes, maybe. We'll see.
Sure.
Maybe I'll just put 30 minutes of silence before this.
I don't, though. You know what I've been playing on the Analog Pocket while I'm here is a little game called Torneko
The King
no
of Fighters
Daiboken.
95.
No! Torneko no Daiboken.
Oh, the first?
Yes.
For the Super Famicom.
For the Super Family Computer. And it's, well, I think I've already given up on it because
okay.
I got to the part of the game where money doesn't matter anymore. You just...
24th century.
Yeah. Remember that episode of TNG where Torneko gets found in a derelict spacecraft and they unfreeze him and he asks about his stocks?
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Torneko kind of looks like that guy who was standing in for Jabba the Hutt in the original Star Wars print before in that deleted scene.
Yes. Oh no! And Harrison Ford steps on his tail.
Yeah.
What a janky fucking effect. My God. Sorry, Torneko. This is not your fault.
No.
Yeah, so I'm at the part of the game where you're just supposed to find like the final treasure or whatever.
Yes.
But I have now, like, you get to it is a roguelike, but I got to a point in the game where you're allowed to start banking equipment if you can escape with it.
Okay.
And you're allowed to take up to 4 pieces of equipment back into the dungeon with you. And I grinded up a sword to maximum, and I grinded up a shield to maximum. And so I take those in with me every time I go, and I take a return scroll so that I can get them out again and, you know, keep taking them in and out. And they took me a couple hours to grind. And then the last time I went in, I did something. I discovered a mechanic I didn't know about where if you use like the fire breath attack on the rock bombs, you just fucking die. And Torneko exploded and I lost my ultimate sword and shield. And I'm like, I'm going to play something else for a while.
All right, then.
Yeah. So now I'm back to playing Chrono Trigger, the chronological trigonometry. Well, mostly for the upcoming video.
You got 2 more Torneko games to play.
Yeah, I kind of want to try the PS. I have a physical copy of the PS2 game.
Yeah.
Which I do want to try. I might stream that at some point.
You could also play it on your Pocket. You could play the GBA port.
Could also. That's right. There's a GBA port. Maybe I did try Azure Dreams on GBC.
Oh yeah.
Is it game? Yeah. It's not bad, but it's got like one too many mechanics to worry about.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I could really get into the game loop, the flow of it all, if there was like one less thing to worry about. I don't know. I'm weird like that.
I guess you are. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'll play more of it.
When have you ever listened to me, though?
Remember you told me to get that bagel when I visited you?
Why would I tell you to get a bagel? You're from the East Coast.
But then I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
I think you mean burrito?
No, that bagel was the first food I pulled.
Okay, fine.
Look, I'm exhausted here. I'm not jet lagged anymore, but I'm still slow. Like I'm still me.
So, yeah, listen.
That's never going away.
I was mulling canceling today because I was a little bit sleep deprived.
Oh.
But I'm pulling through. I think I'm doing okay.
You are.
Folks write in. Am I doing okay?
How many fingers am I holding up?
Mom Donnie should have just borrowed Ed Koch's thing and said, how am I doing?
How am I doing?
Tip for Mom Donnie there. Because they loved Ed Koch, right? Yeah.
Yes.
I guess so.
He was in a Beastie Boys lyric that I can't pull right now. We decorated the tree last night. That was a lot of fun.
Ah, yes.
Fun to go through some of the old ornaments. A lot of the ones I made in school. There's a Ninja Turtle ornament that my mom was sure that I made, but it turns out my sister's name was on it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the tree was put up a couple of days ago here. Last year we skipped the tree just because the parents-in-laws, they weren't here. So we just put up a garland instead. And so because of that, the tree went back up this year, and then I forgot I bought the stupid Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. If I was dead broke, I could picture this on my tree. Yeah. Which is a funny thing. I forgot I bought those.
Okay. You just reminded me of something. I wonder how many Final Fantasy nerds do you think? And I think this number is at least in the hundreds, maybe in the thousands. How many do you think put up Garland-themed Garland for Christmas?
I don't know. Do
you think it's over or under 10,000 in North America? Or let's say worldwide?
It's probably under, but I would contest this a little bit because it's probably not the Garland it's probably Garland from Stranger of Paradise.
Or FF9. I mean, they're all based on the same guy from FF1.
Well, the most recent one and the most memed is Stranger of Paradise. Yeah. So
that's true. Okay, that's true.
That's why.
Okay, I was thinking more like Retro Nerd. FF1 Garland made of perler beads, put right in the middle. And I'm not making fun of this, by the way. I think that's a smashing idea.
Of course, I got nothing. Of course, you do.
I have nothing against a perler bead garland put right in the middle of your garland's decoration.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
I like this. I would do it.
I know you would do it right now if you could.
If I could, I don't have garland. I don't have access.
You drape yourself in garland.
If it were socially acceptable.
Yeah.
This sounds very uncomfortable, though.
You would definitely do some FF6 stuff, I'm sure.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah. What's some good Christmas themed FF6 stuff we could do? I mean, Umaro looks like a snowman.
That's right.
Mog looks like a smaller snowman.
Yes. I mean, there is the opening town, which is snowy.
That's true. Narshe. Look, I know. Narshe. We all say Narsh. Apparently, it is Narshe. Thank you, Katakana. You know what's funny though? Speaking of Christmas-themed video game stuff, that the time stop, the stopwatch power-up in the original Zelda that makes you turn. It just runs through the whole color palette.
Yeah.
If you pause it at the right time, you can make Link look like Santa Claus, and I used to do that all the time when I was a kid.
Outstanding. Thank you.
He's just red and white, and he's just ready.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Showing up with Christmas cheer.
Color palettes. I love them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is something else I wanted to ask you about. Speaking of retro shit, like I am in the process of selling off games. I'm trying to reduce the amount of retro clutter in my house. My buddy Jason showed me an Etsy store where you can just buy reproductions of NES boxes and manuals, and I'm kind of tempted to get some of those for the loose games that I have, because the games that I'm keeping I never intend to sell anyway. They're strictly ornamental anyway, so like why not just put the rest in boxes and have them on the shelf, you know?
Sure. Oh, for your purposes, not for selling?
No, not for selling, just for me. Because he showed me the ones that he bought, and they're for display only. Like he put them up on the wall in his game room, and they look great. They look. I was really impressed with the quality of them. I'm thinking about doing the same. The one skeevy thing about that shop, though, so like they sell reproduction boxes, reproduction manuals, and sleeves to put the cartridges in. Reproductions of those. Every single entry on that site is like. You look at the boxes, you scroll through all these beautiful reproductions, and every price is listed as like $150 or $2. And then you click through and you go to the drop down and it's like, yeah, $150, sleeve only, sleeve plus box, $10. All right. I'm not here for the sleeve. Like, that's really misleading when you do that.
That's stupid.
I don't know if that's just an Etsy thing or what.
I don't know. Might just, I don't know. I haven't been on Etsy. But yeah, starts at $150.
Yeah.
Maybe just separate the products a little bit there, person.
Yeah.
It's also like people on eBay will list lots of games.
Yeah.
But then you click on the listing and it's actually like a pick and mix where it's a drop down and you can pick the games and stuff. So they just put their entire inventory on like a drop down. It's not like you're buying the whole lot. You're choosing a game from this list, and it's just It's just dumb. I don't like it. But it's like
the price.
The price is like 99 cents to like $50, and you have to go on the list and see what games they've actually priced for 99 cents, and those are the ones that are junk, and then the ones that are maybe $1 already gone. And then the more expensive
Super
stuff
Mario
is the rare
Brothers
stuff that's
and
also
Donkey Kong.
already gone. So you're just left with the completely mid, like, I don't know, sports games or whatever. It's annoying.
I bet.
Your thoughts?
Sorry, I just muted. Well, here's my thought. I just muted myself to cough, and it worked. I'm doing this on my phone. Folks, It turns out Teams on the iPhone is shit. Also, Teams on Windows is shit. Teams is just shit.
Yeah, well.
But we're making it work.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on a second. I got to drink some water.
So, of course, my son had a couple of days off from daycare. That's why we were doing a lot of stuff last week.
Oh, good.
And then he's going to be off again starting on the 22nd for like a week plus. And so we have to, including Christmas, of course. And so we have to find more things to do.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
I took him to the Bandai Hobby Store in San Jose.
Oh, cool.
Which has a Gashapon corner with a bunch of Gashapon machines.
Cool.
And because it's Bandai Namco, I knew that they would have two of his favorite things, which is Kirby and Pac-Man. And so we got some Kirby and Pac-Man stuff.
Yes.
But, being a Gashapon store from the source, it is ridiculously expensive. And so if you want anything good, you're like spending $30 minimum.
Oh, Jesus.
Just to get like 3 figures. And, not great.
Yeah, I've been in Japan long enough that I remember, there were machines that were just 100 or 200. I remember when 200 yen was expensive.
Yeah.
Now they're all 300 minimum, and most of them are 400 to 500. And it's like 500 yen for a chunk of plastic is fucking robbery.
Yeah.
And then there's also the premium ones that are like 2,000 to 3,000 yen for like, an iguana the size of your foot.
No, yeah.
Like all that, a Panzer tank that opens up and you can put your drink inside. It's like that kind of shit.
Yeah, exactly. Fun. So that store opens at noon, and it's attached to the grocery store. So we're going to the Japanese grocery store too. And then noon gets closer, and there's like a line forming at the place. And my wife is like, "What's going on? Is there an event or something?" And I was just like, "No, I think it's just trading cards, because they sell like the One Piece trading card game and shit like that." And people have gone insane about all sorts of TCGs now, Pokemon especially, but like anything else, I guess, that's just like halfway collectible. People are lining up in front of stores to buy boosters and cases and full of cards and shit. And I'm just like, hey, good for you, but I'm not here for that. So. Certainly they weren't there to line up for the Gashapons. That would be crazy. And they weren't, thank God. So.
They could have been lining up to meet the original Pikachu.
Sure. They also sell like model kits. I'm sure maybe there was a new model kit or something. But yeah.
I did just see a thing that some idiot just set a record by selling a Pokemon card to GameStop for $33,000.
All right.
Yeah. Like, man, you could take that literally anywhere else and get twice that much for it.
Probably.
Right?
Yeah.
Why would you sell it to GameStop?
Well, if you're stupid enough to collect the cards, you're stupid enough to trade it for a pittance relative.
I guess that's true.
Pittance.
I mean, how hard would it be to find a private buyer? Like, I promise you, It's 2025. There is a dentist somewhere who fucking loves the Pokemon TCG and has a lot of expendable income. Like, you could find a buyer for that.
I don't know. I feel like it's all cyclical. It's just like scalpers selling to other scalpers. And it's just so stupid.
Yeah.
Not leaving anything for the actual children to enjoy.
No.
Pokemon was a game for children.
Pikachu was slaughtered in the abattoir. Speaking of enjoyment, I mentioned this earlier. We went out for lunch today at a place called Ramen King, which had, I don't want to say the worst ramen I've ever had because it wasn't objectively bad, But I don't think it was good ramen. It's, you know how sometimes when you're expecting to taste something and the taste you get from a thing is wildly different than you're expecting, and you're put off for a minute. You're stunned. You're like, what?
Especially when it's ramen, yeah.
Yeah, it was like that. It was like if you could make a ramen that was so low sodium it had zero salt, that's what it tasted like. It tasted like the noodles were fine-ish. The broth was, I think, just water. And it had some beef floating in it. And like all the ingredients themselves, I think, were fine. It just did not taste like ramen.
Ugh.
My wife and I both ordered ramen, and we were both kind of disappointed.
What kind was it? Just tonkatsu or what?
No, that's the thing. Like, you didn't choose the way you do in Japan. Like, it wasn't shoyu or tonkotsu or miso or whatever. It was just, I think they just have one stock and it's bland.
Oh my God.
The only thing you choose is hand tossed noodles or knife cut noodles. I don't know what the difference is, because you can knife cut hand tossed noodles. So like, what's the difference?
Are you kidding? That's their choice.
Yeah. And then below that you choose the toppings you want.
Oh my
God.
I
just went with standard beef. My wife went with egg and vegetable. No. And it was the most, like, I'll say this, it was the most bland, tasteless ramen I've ever had. But if you think about it as a different food, it wasn't a bad lunch. It just wasn't ramen.
I guess, yeah, okay, sure.
Now, here's my question. Is this what ramen is like? You know how, like, American Chinese food is not Chinese food?
Yeah.
Is this what ramen is like in China? Is it... I have no idea. Or is, you know, how like the Italian idea of pizza is like, it's not what we consider pizza. It's totally different. Is it one of those things? Is this ramen from a different culture that I'm just unaware of? Because I'm open to learning more about what that is. But that was good. It was a good lunch. It wasn't ramen.
Well, I've been to another, like, quote unquote Japanese restaurant that was just owned and run and staffed by Chinese people, and it was just, again, bland, bad interpretations of what a fucking udon noodle soup might be. So that just happens. But generally, you just got a bad deal. And I think
it was like,
you need to come have Thanksgiving here with us in California. You can get some real ramen.
Yes.
You can have it exactly like back at home.
Yeah.
You'll get it right. In fact, we did get ramen that day when we went to the Bondi store and everything. So and it was nice. Great. It's a great restaurant. It's all over here, of course, and so
what restaurant?
Huh?
What restaurant?
I forget the name.
Oh, all right.
I'm bad at remembering restaurant names.
Oh,
that's why I just have Stanley Tucci tell me about them.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple chapters where he goes for sushi.
Yeah, of course. In Italy?
No, one, I think one is in London and the other is in LA.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Maybe there's one in Italy. I don't know.
Well, another, speaking of more mid ramen, like in San Jose's Japantown, there was a place. This I remember because it was bad. The name was Kumako.
Oh, no.
And again, just really underwhelming ramen. And it started to educate me that just because it's in Japantown doesn't mean it's like the tip top.
Yeah.
In fact, it's usually going to be the opposite because it's like it's just there and you can appeal to tourists and you get an easy paycheck every day. But then, as I've been commuting to daycare here, I've been behind a car with the license plate Kumako. And I'm like, oh, this must be the owner.
Her. That's her.
I just want to roll the window down and go, hey, your place sucks.
Oh, no.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not that bad.
I was so disappointed because the place is called Ramen King.
Rameno, yeah.
And like my mom got some kind of stir-fry noodles, and hers were delicious. Mm-hmm. We each had a bite. It was 10 times better than the ramen we were eating. I don't know why the place is called ramen. We started with fried calamari, which was delicious. It was fresh.
Okay, yeah.
The ramen's the worst thing on the fucking menu.
Great, wonderful.
What are you doing?
Oh, I looked up the place here. I can recommend Sujita Artisan Noodle.
Ooh.
In San Jose. Yeah.
So, Sansan.
Pardon?
Sansan? Sansan.
Beg your pardon?
Disregard. Let's move on.
I went to the website here. It says, in 2003, Sujita originated in Tokyo, Japan, and has since flourished into a network of 18 distinctive locations throughout the country. Which country?
Wow. Yeah, that maybe it means the countryside.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right.
Well, I have more on the restaurant tip because it turns out there is a kaiten sushi chain around here. They have a new Kirby promotion, and you can get a set of like 3 Kirby cups, like drinking cups, and I was immediately just like, okay, well, we got to take the boy there.
Oh boy,
because you can have Kirby sushi and also just get like cups for him. You'd love these Kirby cups. And
I assume these are short, squat cups and not like tumblers.
Yeah, they're like little plastic mugs. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's a good size for a Kirby cup.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'll
it's
take
a set
one.
of 3.
All right.
You just gotta spend enough money there to get it. And I was just like, okay, we'll take everybody. We'll go do it.
Cool.
So that's in the near future for us.
All right.
That's
oh man. So yeah, we also had a chance to hang out with Smoo, like I said earlier.
Mm-hmm.
We went over to it's my goddaughter's 14th birthday.
Yeah.
So we went over there to hang out. We had birthday dinner.
Not Brad. Where's Brad been?
He's relocated. He's in your neck of the woods.
What?
He's in Seattle now. Yeah.
Oh well, it's more like the armpit of the woods, but okay.
No, I meant your original spawn point.
My coast.
There you go. Yes. Although I think he's spending a lot of time also in, I want to say Taiwan or Thailand, a country starting with Thai.
Okay.
I think he's running regular trips between Seattle and Asia.
I see.
He is still a flight attendant, of course. But yeah, we went over to Smooth's for my goddaughter's birthday. That was a lot of fun. We went to the mall, went to Half Price Books, where I bought my book. And Smooth told me something that really made me laugh. You know, we have a habit of like driving around the old neighborhood when I visit. We just kind of cruise around and talk. It's really fun. It's kind of a fun way to reminisce. And he told me one time he was coming to pick me up, and he was a little early, so he drove around the old neighborhood, and he drove past his old house on the street we grew up on. And he was just kind of, you know, it's in a cul-de-sac, and so he just kind of parked and was looking down at the house. And I guess like the kid who lived there came up from the driveway and was like, "Can I help you?" and then Smoo just goes, "I used to live here. I'm not weird," and drove away. Which I think is a really suspicious thing to say.
Perfect.
But yeah, it's I think we're both pretty wistful for, you know, that era of our lives and that street and growing up on that street. It is weird every time we're here driving past the old house and kind of seeing how they've mutilated it.
Yeah.
It's and it happens more often than not because my mom's new place is only like 2 minutes away from the house I grew up in.
Whoa. Okay.
So we do pass it every now and then on our way across town.
Wow.
It's the thing about this town though is like it's exploded and it's insane now.
Yeah.
Like when we moved here, it was suburbs and farmland.
Yeah.
And now it's tightly packed suburbs and shopping centers.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of the farmland has just been devoured by industry, and it's kind of sad. Like, I guess it's convenient if you live here because now you've got everything you need a stone's throw away.
Sure. But how about Wawa or
Sheetz? Well, we got Sheetz. Yeah, there's a Sheetz on 19 that's still there. That's the one that Smooth's mom had a part-time job at.
All right.
Yeah. That's and that Sheetz is right next to a 79 on ramp. So like I would always stop there if I was driving up to New Jersey or driving back to Ohio. Either way, I would stop at that Sheetz to get breakfast and then get on the highway. back when I used to drive. That's another thing that's happening or not happening is the last time I was here, my mom and all my siblings were like, you need to get your license again. Because, mom's not always going to be able to drive. And when you visit, you might want to go out and drive somewhere. And, we can't always be driving you around. And I'm like, all right, yeah, that's probably a good idea. And I look up like, okay, how do I get my license in Pennsylvania? Passport, done. That's easy. That's my ID. Social security card, good. I got it. My mom pulled it out of a drawer. Two proofs of Pennsylvania residency.
Oh, okay. Boy,
Well, I did get mail from the IRS delivered to my mom's address. But I already took those back to Japan, so I don't have them. I have a bank account here, and they sent me mail before. Oh, I threw it out. I can log into the bank app on my phone where my address is. Can I just show my phone to the woman at the DMV and say, look, I live here? I don't think you can do that. And I'm like, in such a paperless age, how does someone trying to get their license and prove they live in Pennsylvania produce two of those proofs? Like, what do you show the people at the DMV if you're not actually getting mail?
I think we're going to run up against the wall of that pretty soon as more things get digitized.
I think you're right.
Because you can have, there are states that are having, IDs and stuff and licenses on your iPhone wallet and things like that. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, speaking of that, the Apple Pay, holy shit. So, in Japan, I have my American debit card and one American credit card. And those are for emergencies. I use the debit card sometimes to buy things online if needed. I only use the credit card in emergencies or to buy very expensive things I want to pay off slowly. But I don't use them to buy Japanese things. I use them online, which means they never enter my wallet. My American debit and credit cards stay in a little box on my desk in my office.
Right.
Unless I'm traveling overseas, in which case I put them in my wallet before I leave. Except for this time when I forgot. The one country where I can use them freely without worrying, I forgot to bring them. So I get here and we're about to go shopping and I'm like, well, good thing I have my I do not have them. And then I realize, okay, wait, shit, let's look in my 1Password app. The debit card info is not saved. The credit card info is saved. And I realize, oh, right, I have Apple Pay. That's one of the things that this stupid phone keeps asking me to set up. I guess it's time to do that. So I did. I am embarrassed to admit how effortless it was to just plug all that credit card info into my Apple Pay wallet. And I'm using that now everywhere I go while I'm here.
Good.
It's alarmingly convenient, and I hate that it's convenient because I hate Apple trying to worm its way into every crevice of my life.
Well, it would have been the same on an Android because they both do it.
Oh, really? Okay, long story short, it turns out I don't need to get my American license because my younger sister called me and she said, hey, I heard you're trying to get your Pennsylvania license, but look at this thing I found on the Pennsylvania DMV website. Excuse me. BMV. It's the Bureau of Motor Vehicles.
Yes.
Or no, maybe that's Ohio. Look, I forget. But basically, she pointed me towards a page that said, if you have an international license, you can drive in Pennsylvania, and you're good for, I think it said a year after your arrival. So maybe it's time to get my Japanese license instead, except, the downside there is that I got to pony up 300,000 yen for driving lessons.
Yeah. And be perfect.
Yeah. Check under the car for babies before I get in. Apparently that's something I think that's an urban legend. I've heard people say that they've been that failed on the test for not looking under the car before they get in. I think it's, yeah. I think the idea is you're supposed to look for cats or babies or whatever else might be under there.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true. I'm not saying either way.
The two beings most likely to be under a car. Certainly a cat.
Yeah.
I don't know about babies.
Yeah. Hey, they get everywhere.
They kind of don't.
Oh.
Not in this house.
Oh, what do you keep them in that jail you call a crib? You gotta let him go, man.
Kill your television, man.
Guy who should never have children.
Well.
Oh my God. All right. I'm getting exhausted. I'm sitting here. I'm looking at my wife bought 3 boxes of Triscuits. That's her obsession this trip is Triscuits. She discovered she loves Triscuits. Okay. Yeah. And they're good. I just hope I get some when we get back.
They're good. I don't know if they're obsession worthy.
Well, she loves them. She's never had them before. But just looking at the box is making my throat even more parched.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Than it was, and I've been talking for over an hour. So
okay. Fine.
Let's Raymond take us out.
All right. Well, we're getting so close to Christmas here. It's a time of being lazy and slow and resting a lot. So let's just do that and stop now. So yeah, thanks everybody for listening. It's No More Whoppers. You can go to our website, nomorewhoppers.com, and take advantage of our Patreon, patreon.com/No More Whoppers. For $1 a month, you can get our bonus show, Sassafras. Or for $5 a month, you can get access to an early version of this show and also early versions of our new anime show, Draw Game, and the bonus show for that. Draw Game is
2 weeks early, by the way.
Yeah, 2 weeks, yeah. Early. Just early. And have all that kind of fun with us every month. You can also go to nomorewhoppers.com and find links to our Discord. Come and say hi on our Discord. We did have to get rid of our merch for right now.
Yeah, it'll be back eventually.
Let's have a new meeting about that in the new year.
Yes.
I didn't check our voicemail. I don't think we got any, but you can call our voicemail line 805-NMW-TALK to, of course, talk about anything that we talked about here on this show or anything else you want to say. How about an insult? You want to insult us? Try it.
No, Ray, no!
And we are also on the internet as ourselves. Alex, what's your website?
Hi, you can find me at pitohui.org. That's pitohui.org. That's also my name on Blue Sky. You can find my Twitch at twitch.tv/hoodedpitui. That's all you need to know, Ray.
All right. And my homepage is rdbaaa.space. That's also my Blue Sky name. You can find whatever I've been doing on there, including my new game Blast Rush LS on Steam and Nintendo Switch right now. Please check that out. It's from my company, Bipedal Dog, and the website there is bipedal.dog. Okay, fantastic. I forgot to write a gold subscribers thing.
Oh, shit.
But hey, Alex, anyway.
What?
Thanks for being a good sport.
Anytime.
Everybody else, keep your nose clean, and we'll see you next time. Period. Merry Christmas.
Joe said an interesting thing to me. He said, every time I get a script, if it's not a Scorsese script, he goes, the only way I can read it is if I add every 3 or 4 words.